Picture this. You're sitting in traffic minding your own business when suddenly the car next to you starts moving erratically. You look over, expecting to see a distracted driver, but instead, you lock eyes with a velociraptor. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, we're about to make that nightmare a reality. Join us as we explore the mayhem that would ensue if these clever dinosaurs figured out how to operate our vehicles. Our story begins in an abandoned parking lot, where a curious velociraptor roams. As the sun glints off a nearby object, the raptor's keen eyes lock onto something unfamiliar, a set of car keys lying forgotten on the cracked asphalt. Driven by curiosity, the velociraptor approaches the shiny metal items. Its powerful sense of smell detects traces of human scent, but the keys themselves are a mystery. The raptor leans in, examining the keys with its large, forward-facing eyes. Tentatively, it reaches out with a clawed forearm. As the raptor's claw touches the cool metal, it recoils slightly at the unfamiliar sensation. But curiosity quickly overcomes caution, nudges the keys, causing them to jingle. The sound startles the dinosaur, but also piques its interest further. It bats at the keys again, more forcefully this time, sending them skittering across the pavement. The raptor gives chase, pouncing on the keys like they're small prey. Its powerful legs easily close the short distance. The dinosaur has the keys trapped beneath its foot, much like it would pin down a struggling animal. But these keys aren't edible, and they're not fighting back. Using its claws with surprising gentleness, the velociraptor picks up the keys. It brings them closer to its snout, tongue flicking out to taste the air around them. As the dinosaur manipulates the keys, its claw accidentally presses one of the buttons on the key fob. Suddenly, a loud honking erupts from a nearby car, accompanied by flashing lights. The velociraptor leaps back, dropping the keys in shock. Its heart races, pupils dilate, and muscles tense, all instinctive responses preparing it for fight or flight. The sudden noise has alerted other creatures in the area. Birds take flight from nearby trees, and small mammals scurry for cover. The raptor, torn between fear and fascination, eyes the source of the commotion, a large metal object that seems to have come to life. After a moment of hesitation, the velociraptor's curiosity once again overcomes its caution. With slow, deliberate steps, it begins to approach the honking, flashing vehicle. The dinosaur's brain, wired for hunting and problem-solving, is about to face its greatest challenge yet: modern automotive technology. Picture this now: a velociraptor facing off against a locked car door. It sounds like the setup for a joke, but the outcome might surprise you. As the raptor approaches the vehicle, its predatory instincts clash with an unfamiliar challenge. The dinosaur circles the car, scanning for weaknesses. Its first attempt is direct, lunging at the door handle with powerful jaws. The door doesn't budge. Velociraptor tries a new approach, raising a clawed foot to hook around the handle. Despite its strength, the door remains shut. The dinosaur then rams its body against the door, causing the car to rock slightly, but the locks hold firm. As the raptor pauses, its gaze falls upon the dropped car keys. It cautiously picks them up in its mouth and returns to the car. After several failed attempts to align the key with the lock, the dinosaur accidentally presses the unlock button on the fob. A jolting click and flash of lights startle the raptor, but also trigger a crucial realization. It intentionally presses the fob again, disengaging the locks. Wedging its snout into the small gap between door and frame, it uses its neck muscles to force the door open wider. Finally, with a combination of claw dexterity and body weight, the velociraptor pulls the door fully open. As it peers into the unfamiliar space, a new challenge presents itself. How is it going to fit inside? The velociraptor has cracked the car's outer defenses, but the real battle is beginning. What happens when the 150 pounds of prehistoric predator meets the snug confines of a modern vehicle? It's a clash of eras that's about to get very cramped. As the raptor peers into the car's interior, it faces a stark contrast between its body and the vehicle's compact design. Seat, tailored for human anatomy, presents an alien landscape to the dinosaur. If prehistoric predator meets the snug confines of a modern vehicle, it's a clash of eras that's about to get very cramped. As the raptor peers into the car's interior, it faces a stark contrast between its body and the vehicle's compact design. Seat, tailored for human anatomy, presents an alien landscape to the dinosaur. Its powerful hind legs and long, stiff tail seem ill-suited for the confined space. Velociraptor begins its awkward attempt to enter the vehicle. It starts by placing its forearms on the seat, claws scraping against the upholstery. The dinosaur tries to hoist itself in but tumbles backward, landing in an ungraceful heap outside the car. After several failed attempts, the raptor changes tactics. It turns around, backing into the car rump first. This approach allows it to maneuver its tail into the vehicle, but now its head is stuck outside. The dinosaur twists and contorts, trying to fit its entire body inside. Finally, after much squirming, the velociraptor manages to fully enter the car. Its body is a contorted mess of limbs and tail, far from the sleek, efficient predator it was designed to be. The raptor's head rests awkwardly on the steering wheel, its tail curled around the headrest. Its legs are splayed in various directions, claws digging into the seat fabric and dashboard. In this position, the Velociraptor inadvertently triggers various car functions. Its tail brushes against the turn signal, activating the rhythmic clicking. A misplaced claw changes the radio station, filling the car with unexpected noise. The dinosaur flinches, causing its head to press against the horn, adding to the cacophony. Startled by the noise and discomfort, the raptor instinctively tries to retreat. In its frantic movement, it accidentally pulls the door shut with its tail. The click of the locking mechanism echoes in the enclosed space. The Velociraptor is now trapped, surrounded by unfamiliar sights, sounds, and sensations. As the dinosaur settles into an uneasy stillness, its eyes dart around the car's interior. Steering wheel, gear shift, and pedals present a baffling array of potential interactions. Raptor's keen problem-solving mind, which served it well in hunting and survival, now faces its greatest challenge yet. How will this Cretaceous creature navigate the complexities of modern automotive technology? The stage is set for an encounter between prehistoric instinct and human innovation, with potentially chaotic results. The Velociraptor's eyes lock onto the glinting car key. It's a simple object, yet it holds the potential for chaos. Can a mind designed for hunting grasp the concept of ignition? Trapped in the driver's seat, the Raptor finds itself surrounded by an array of bewildering controls. The steering wheel, pedals, and dashboard present a dizzying array of unfamiliar shapes and objects. The Velociraptor's first interactions are purely instinctual. It pecks at the steering wheel with its snout and swipes at the control panel with its talons. These actions trigger unexpected responses. The air conditioning roars to life, windows begin to roll down, and the radio crackles with static. Each new sound or movement causes the raptor to flinch, then investigate further. Dinosaur's exploration builds a rudimentary understanding of the car's systems. Its powerful senses take in the new smells, sounds, and textures, forming tentative connections between its actions and the vehicle's responses. Finally, the Velociraptor's attention returns to the key, still clutched awkwardly in its jaws. After several clumsy attempts, the raptor maneuvers the key towards the ignition slot. The key slides home. The next few moments unfold rapidly. The raptor's jaw clenches, inadvertently turning the key. The engine roars to life, filling the car with vibration and noise. The sudden sensory overload sends the Velociraptor into a frenzy of movement. In its panic, a flailing limb knocks the gear shift into drive. The car lurches forward, tires screeching against the pavement. Inside, a Cretaceous predator finds itself at the helm of a 2-ton metal beast hurtling towards an unsuspecting world. As the vehicle picks up speed, one thing becomes clear. This prehistoric driver's wild ride has only just begun. As our Velociraptor navigates the road, we're reminded of the extraordinary circumstances that brought us here. This prehistoric predator, thrust into a world of human technology, has managed to operate a vehicle despite its natural instincts, and one thing becomes clear. This prehistoric driver's wild ride has only just begun. As our Velociraptor navigates the road, we're reminded of the extraordinary circumstances that brought us here. This prehistoric predator, thrust into a world of human technology, has managed to operate a vehicle despite its natural instincts and physical limitations. The scenario